Hi everyone and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live. And of course, whenever I upload a new video as well. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2026. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And also, hopefully you all are doing well, and I wish each and every one of you a happy Mother's Day as well. So if you were celebrating Mother's Day yesterday on the 10th of May, I wish each and every one of you a happy Mother's Day and everything like that. So, yeah, so hopefully overall that you are all doing absolutely fantastic and everything of that nature. So, but it is really exciting. So, we are going to be doing the weekly angelic messages for the week of May 11th for today. And everything of that nature. So, yeah, so we are going to be doing that. Just taking a sip of my drink there. But yeah, so we are going to be doing that as well and everything of that nature. So, yeah, so we are going to be doing the angelic messages for today. Just a couple of announcements if you have not taken advantage of the podcast special, which is the Your Soul's Garden Intuitive Angel Messages for May 2026 special YouTube video. It is for 3333 and everything of that nature. So yeah, so if you have not done that yet, I encourage you to go ahead and check it out and everything of that nature. So yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. So again, that would be 3333 for the month of May. So, and I highly encourage you to do so. But yeah, so that is there. And if you'd like to also submit a question for the podcast, you can do so using the description box in the link below as well. And hopefully you all are doing well. And hopefully you are all having an absolutely fantastic day. And everything like that. Boy, this weekend went by really fast. I cannot believe that it is Monday, and everything of that nature. So, yeah, that is absolutely crazy to think about. But yeah, so today we are going to be using the deck from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. And yeah, so we'll be using that deck as well and everything of that nature. So yeah, so that is where that is at. And we'll go ahead and get started here with the reading. So we'll go ahead and draw some cards and everything of that nature. All right, and at this time I ask that you have your feet firmly planted underground, have your heart wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you are about to receive, light a candle to surround yourself in God's white light, and also, as well, to be able to, when we have the moment of silence while I connect energetically, to be able to ask your spiritual team for the direct messages that you need to hear during this time, as this is a collective reading for the week, so it could be different for individually. And as I am giving my speech to you, that is my sign to spirit that I am ready to work. And we'll go ahead and get started here. I am going to go ahead and put the mic down while I shuffle, and then we'll go from there with a moment of silence. All right. All right. Okay. So, what is the current love and romance energies? Oh, I'm sorry. Like the love and romance. Maybe it is a love and romance theme. You never know. All right. See what does everybody know need to know for the week of May 11th of 2026. May 11th of 2026. May 11th of 2026. Angel messages. Oh, finally. Oh, I like that card. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so at this time we're going to go ahead here with a moment of silence, but before we do, let us go ahead and just kind of move our bodies and get it nice and relaxed, unwind for the day, and kind of just shake off whatever it is we no longer need to hold on to. And let us go ahead and take a deep breath in. So take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And breathe out. 3, 2, 1. And breathe in again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. And breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we'll go ahead here with a moment of silence while I connect energetically for the week. Alrighty, so right away when I am tuning into the energies that are around us for this upcoming week is that I do feel that there is some confusion in regard to how to move forward in this week. So I feel like a lot of choices are going to be making for this week, but we are confused in how to make the choices and everything of that nature. So for some of us that have not done the healing work from last week and where we have not acknowledged things, I feel like some of that work is going to be carried over into this week. So for those that have not gone through that inner healing and inner transformation from last week of bringing things up, I feel like that is what this week is going to be all about, is the carryover of that one. But I feel like it's going to make it more heavy energetically if you're not doing the work. Because I feel like a lot of us are going to be in avoidance of our inner work for this week or whatever it is that we need to make a decision about. Because I feel like there are some decisions that need to be come about for this week and everything like that. And I feel like a lot of us need to speak up about it. And I also feel like a lot of our own truths need to be revealed. So I know that last week was a hidden truth revealed. Boy, for me, last week was very, very true. I kept getting a lot of downloads from last week, and I was processing every single day. So I was on downloading and processing overload and everything like that. But I had to go through that in order to be able to step into the newer version of myself. And I feel like that is what the universe is trying to do for each and every one of us, is where we are going to be going into a newer version of ourselves, and everything of that nature. So that is a very important message. And I also felt right away when I was tuning into the energies that I felt like, not only was the energy a bit scattered, and everything like that for this week, but I did feel like a little blockages, in the crown chakra. So I felt like there was some blockages in regarding to being able to receive the information that we need to see, whether it's our own fears and insecurities, or where we are not wanting to acknowledge, certain patterns. My glasses are like, I feel like a little crooked, but there we go. But yeah, so I definitely feel like that is kind of like the theme, and everything like that. So, but yeah, so that is there. So here we go. So the first card here is that we have is New Vitality. I really feel like what we went through last week is coming into this week. So for those that did the work for last week, I feel like this is us stepping into our new power, our new, sense of self. And I feel like that will lead to more of the abundance as well that we've been talking about, but we haven't quite seen yet. So I do feel like this is going to lead us into the abundance that we need, and to be able to grow, and everything like that. So I definitely feel like that is helping us to step into this new energy. So, and I feel like, for other people, for this week, this is where you need to get into that new energy form, because it'll bring that attraction of the abundance to you in many forms. So, and I feel like this will help with the later aspects of the summer months as well, if we are willing to put in the effort now. So, buckle up, Buttercup, on a rule of transformation. So, I definitely feel like this is all about the transformation and stuff like that. So, but as I said, I feel like we are in avoidance. This is the detached card. And the last one was the new vitality. So I feel like we are in avoidance of this new energy due to our own fears and insecurities, and we are in avoidance of our own healing. So we need to really look within in order to understand why are we avoiding something. So for me, last week was all about a week of personal growth and transformation. Um, Came to a realization that I have deeper feelings for a new person that is in my life that I didn't realize that I had. I mean, I know I've been around them for a while, and I know things were developing, and everything like that behind the scenes, but, I was not expecting like the realization that I had, because that was like a whole, because like I think I needed to go through that portion for me to be able to open my heart, um, to allow things to come in and things like that. So, and I feel like I needed to go through that, um, because it's been a while. So, and I feel like that is why. And I feel like the universe was just kind of, my team was just kind of preparing me. So I feel like I share that story just because of the fact that even though it can be scary working in shadow work and everything like that, it's important to do, because then it opens the door for that to come, whatever it is that you are manifesting, to be able to come forward. Because if we don't do the inner work, then our outer work does not change at all. So, yeah, so if we have been manifesting, then it will not come into reality if we don't face whatever it is that is blocking that. and everything of that nature. So the next card here that we have is Confront. So this is, again, what is it? Well, if you look at the mirror, if we are holding a mirror in front of us, what is it that we are afraid of? Asking ourselves the tough questions. And I did that last week. I was like, well, I basically did it when I woke up in the one morning, and I was like, holy shit. I can't believe I have deeper feelings for this person than I actually realized. I was like, oh, like, holy heck, and everything like that. But it sometimes those realizations are kind of like those oh shit moments. I'm gonna label that the oh shit moments, but um, that's kind of like where this is, and um, yeah. So that's kind of like where it is. We gotta confront whatever it is in the dark. So just some food for thought. And then we also have this sadness and isolation. So we may feel like we are alone in the process, but we are never truly alone. We can always ask our friends and family for guidance and support, or mentors, or whomever. We don't have to go through it alone, even though we feel like we are alone in the process. Or we may feel like the information that is coming through is more like we're sad of letting go of the older version of us. So, whatever it is that we may be holding on to, we may be sad of letting it go. And that's okay, because sometimes that transformation can be scary. And I feel like I'm processing that now of myself, of like, oh, I'm in this new like version that I haven't felt in a while. It's a scary version, but I'm accepting it, and I'm learning to accept that new version. And I feel like we are feeling sad because we haven't come to that acceptance portion yet, and everything like that. So I feel like that is where this is going. But yeah, so and then of course we have the throat chakra, which is where we need to work on our throat chakra, and where we have to have that work so that we can be honest with ourselves and allow the communication there. So that is very much there. So I feel like that's kind of like what we've been all talking about, and everything like that. So the next card here is that we have is Find Balance. This is the sign of Libra. This is also the sign of Justice. So, and I also feel like this is in relation to karmic cycles ending, and that leads to new beginnings. So, clearing away the old baggage and everything like that will help to bring in the new. So, this is where the universe is trying to balance out that energy to help us come into alignment, and everything of that nature. So that is there, but it will be a slow build. So just like that self-love, and learning to honor our feelings, it's going to be a building process, but it's a beautiful transformation. And I feel like this is what we've been longing for a while. It's just where we haven't come to terms with it, and everything like that. So actually, very beautiful cards. I love the beauty of self transformation. That's basically why I became, or I'm becoming, a counselor and going to school for it. But yeah, so that is very much there. So let us go ahead here, and we'll use the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I'm going to put the mic down while I shuffle. Okay. What does everybody need to know for the week of May 11th of 2026. May 11th of 2026. Teddy Bear is definitely passed out. Although, it is his nap time, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay. I think these are beautiful cards. Okay, so the first card here that we have is the Six of Raphael. Embrace your inner child, new friends, or rekindled relationships. Children or childhood. So the more that we embrace our authentic self, we allow others to see the authentic version of ourselves. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And everything like that. I absolutely love that. And it can be in relationships of all forms. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. But I mean, I love the love and romance portion, but it is where it can lead to that, but it also is love in all forms. It doesn't have to be romantic in particular. And then next we have is the Queen of Michael. Brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. So it's important to have that balance, but it's also a time of focusing on getting the hard work done. So some of you may be focusing more on career and everything like that. And that will help lead to the benefit of relationships. So that is very much there as well. I love that. So, because obviously when we have that foundation built for ourselves, then we can allow people into our lives. And everything like that. So, and we have the Knight King of Michael. Principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So, allowing honesty. Honesty is always the best policy, and everything like that. So, look at everything as a whole, not as just a mini version, but look at the whole situation and see where the view might be a little bit different. So not looking at it from just one-sided, but looking at it from all sides of the coin. So we also have is the number 7, the Chariot, Archangel Metatron. So signs and symbols, determination and self-control, career advancement, and knowledge of the success by others. So very much focused on career-based and everything like that. But also where whatever situation is, it is where things are going to be moving a lot fast right now and things like that. So it is where things are going to be moving fast, and they are going to be moving to the beat and everything of that nature. So we also have is the Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. So, obviously, with all these career cards, obviously, it's important to be able to have time for self-care and have time for self-love as well. So, yeah, so that is absolutely fabulous. Okie dokie. So we also have is the 9 of Michael. Your worries are necessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So, whatever things that you feel sad about or whatever worry that you have, let it go and let God. So this is the let go, let God card. And kind of just like letting it be and then letting it go, so that way you don't hold on to it, and then you don't hold yourself back from what it is that you are wanting. So, and everything of that nature. So, yeah. So that is absolutely fantastic. And we also here have is card number 13, Peace, Archangel Azrael, released to pass. There's more enriching future coming that go and that got. Well, I said that with the last card, but that card is really fitting. And everything like that. Or the saying is really fitting. So at the end of it all, we will have the piece that we need. Alrighty, so what cards do I want to draw? I'll do the daily guidance from your angels. The daily guidance from your angels by Doreen Virtue. Okie dokie. What does everybody need to know for the week of May 11th? Ooh. Okay. Okie dokie. So we have here is the time to go card. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So, kind of going with the flow, letting go of the past and embracing the new. And I feel like that's the theme of everything that we've been through. So that kind of fits with that new vitality card that we had earlier. So relationships. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So learning again to love yourself. And who you are. So reward yourself. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. The balance of giving and receiving is essential to keep your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistent high level. So that is basically where we are. So that kind of goes along with the self-care that we've been talking about and everything of that nature. And then ask yourself, what do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know what you're ready, or know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Oh, my glasses are falling off my face again. So, ask yourself the tough question: what is it that you truly want? And I did that kind of last week. I was like, what do I truly want? And then it led to that oh shit moment and everything like that. So, that is very much there, and everything of that nature. So, yeah. So, kind of, what is it that you desire? And everything of that nature. So, yeah. So, very, very interesting. Giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm. and with the universe for optimal health, energy, and replenishment. Balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So this is all about that balance card that we talked about. So interesting, we got it again. So interesting. So there's nothing to worry about. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. So letting go of worry, that is that you don't have anything to worry about. We kind of talked about that already, so I don't feel like I have to explain it, but it's just like a validation of what it is. And then we also have here is the change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. Wow. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. Wow, that is a very positive card. So that's all about going after what you want, basically. So, we'll go here with the shadow work. I know this is going to be a longer video, but you know, it is what it is. So this is the shadow work deck. Okay, so what does everybody need to know for this week? What does everybody need to know for this week? Okay. So we have forgotten needs, neglect, suppression, yearning for care. So what is it that you have forgotten about yourself? And that is a good question to ask. What do you desire? And what is it that you are needing to nurture a little bit within yourself? Your fullness is sacred. Big emotions, loud truths, worthy presence. So this is where we become a version of our new self, that whole self that we've been talking about. And then we also have is forgiveness sets you free. Release, unhooking peace. So forgiving ourselves and others in the situations will help with that, leading to that oh shit moment that we've been talking about, and everything of that nature. So that is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Okay, so we'll go here with the Soul Lessons cards. We have here the Soul Journey Lesson cards by James Van Prague. Alrighty, so what does everybody need to know at this time? What does everybody need to know at this time for the week? Okay. What does everybody need to know? Oh, we finally got some new cards. Finally, there's no growth card this week, but it will lead to growth, though. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past, so not feeling guilty for what happened in the past. Know that things happen for a reason and a season, and let things go that no longer serve us, or it may have been our own fear that we are regretting it, because there are many layers to the regret that leads to regret and things like that. So letting go the shoulda, woulda, couldas, and everything like that. Sometimes things are meant to be that are out of our control, and sometimes there is a reason for everything. So, but yeah, so it is letting go of that regret. Now we have is gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So, being grateful for what you have in the present moment and what is to come. So I think that is an attitude of gratitude is important. And then we have is fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of fear. So letting go of fear and stepping into the energy of love is very much important for the week. Okay, so I'm going to put the mic down while we shuffle the Soul Truth deck. As we all know, that's my favorite deck. Still is very true to this day. So what does everybody need to know for the week of May 11th? Whew, it's a long video. I can say that for sure. Interesting. So, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? We seem to get this card a lot recently, but it is very valid for this week. So, that is the card. And go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find a joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's little action makes somebody laugh today. And I feel like that is just where the energy is just kind of like being happy, you know? I love that. And it's a simple reminder to be happy and have gratitude for the moment, you know? So, but that brings us to the end of the video. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, and hit the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live or when I upload a new video as well, and everything of that nature. So, yeah, so that is absolutely fantastic, and everything of that nature. So, but yeah, so that is the end of the video, and if you would like to get a personalized reading with me, you can do so on my Etsy shop at Angel Soul Blessings 777. And then you can also be sure there, once you're there, you can check out the special for May for the podcast special, which is the $33.33 reading for the Your Soul's Garden Intuitive Angel Messages and everything of that nature. So, yeah, so that is definitely very much there. And everything like that. If you'd like to submit a question for the podcast, please do so using the link below in the show's notes. And until next time, everybody, I am sending you so much love, angel blessings, and I will talk with y'all later. Bye, everybody.